Should you join SAG-AFTRA? After all, you're an actor. Let's talk about what it means to be a non-union or union actor, how to become eligible to join SAG, how much it costs to join and remain in SAG, and a very important one, when to join. Hi, I'm Nancy Nave. I've been a working actor for 16 years in film and television, and a career coach to actors, helping newer actors take giant leaps forward into the industry.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like more content on being a working actor in the film and television industry.
Before I start, I just want to say this is my opinion on the subject. We each have our own stories on how and why we join. Talk to industry professionals in your local area and get advice before you join. First of all, what is SAG? Its full name is SAG-AFTRA, Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. Our union represents over 160,000 professional actors, broadcast journalists, dancers, singers, stunt performers, announcers, DJs, and many other media professionals. SAG provides the power of collective bargaining for better contracts, eligibility for healthcare plans and retirement benefits, and protection and representation within the industry among the many benefits it provides its members. Who can join SAG-AFTRA? Every actor begins their career as non-union, which means you're not in the union yet. Here's when you're eligible to join. Either you've worked on a SAG-approved project like a film or TV show and had a speaking role, or you worked on a SAG-approved project or projects as a background actor and received 3 vouchers. All of the blockbuster films and network TV shows are SAG projects. Mission Impossible, Titanic, Jurassic Park, Modern Family, Grey's Anatomy, all SAG projects. And then there are SAG projects that are short films, student films, music videos, shows that you may never hear about. So SAG projects aren't determined by the size or budget. All SAG projects must agree to meet the current contract standards and provide at least the SAG minimum pay to performers, adhere to safety precautions, and pay health and benefits. When you've worked as a principal actor, usually with a speaking role, or as a background actor for 3 days on a SAG project with the voucher, now you're eligible to join. You're SAG eligible. But wait, should you? If you're a newer actor, it's important to build solid speaking credits on your resume, gathering your film footage for your reel. The more you work, the more you understand your roles and where you fit in projects. You should know that joining SAG can drastically limit your opportunities if you live in an area that primarily offers non-union projects. When you join SAG, you agree to only work on SAG-approved projects. Even in union states like California, New York, or Illinois, there are lots of non-union projects. This means that SAG members agree not to participate in non-union films, commercials, web series, industrials, music videos, and so on. So if you're currently building your marketing package and working on non-union films and you join the union, your audition rate is about to drop. Let's talk about being the big fish. Non-union projects attract all non-union actors. SAG actors will usually not be in these auditions, but they can be. If you're on the cusp of joining SAG and have been auditioning and booking roles since you're eligible to join, you might be the big fish in auditioning for non-union roles. You'll have a higher chance of booking speaking roles, getting your footage, earning solid resume credits, meeting casting directors, building your industry network, gaining on-set experience, building self-confidence, learning everything there is to know about being an actor on a film set. Non-union actors can do both SAG and non-union projects, but SAG members can only work on SAG projects. If you're a booking machine in the non-union world, you're the big fish. When you join SAG, you might feel like a little gummy. Here's what happens when you can only participate in SAG projects. You'll be competing for the same role as all the other SAG actors. That role you're auditioning for will have a bunch of other SAG actors in the game as well. SAG actors are typically trained, experienced actors, and there are a lot of great actors whose names you might not know. You don't have to be a named actor to be great. There are so many great actors who have hundreds of credits and you've never noticed them before. Or they might look a little familiar. Those are the working actors. So when you're auditioning for roles against trained, experienced, professional actors, you need to be ready to bring your highest game. Your headshots need to be shot by a professional headshot photographer who knows the industry. Your resume needs to look professional and have all the competing credits casting directors expect to see. You need video clips of your work to attach to each film, TV, and commercial credit. Your marketing package needs to be complete, professional, and impressive. Talk with your agent before you join. Your agent will probably have advice for you if you mention you're thinking about joining SAG. Right now, as a non-union actor, they can submit you for anything union or non-union. If they can only submit you for SAG auditions and your marketing materials are not up to par, you're going to see a severe lull in auditions. Get their advice first. If you don't have an agent, why not? If your resume, headshots, video clips, and experience on set are enough that you're considering joining SAG, then you should already be out there finding a talent agent. You should have credibility as an actor based on your marketing package. An agent should be able to look at your resume and see your work experience on set, look at your headshots and video clips, and know that you're marketable. They know they can email the casting director and say, hey, I've got this actor who's going to knock your socks off. Take a look at his reel. Give him an audition. If you don't think you're ready to find an agent, then you're probably not ready to join SAG either if you're not a must join. You want as much momentum behind you when you start looking for an agent. The biggest SAG auditions for film, television, and commercials are only viewable by talent agents. You need a talent agent to get the major film and TV show auditions. So here's an important question. Do you live in a union or non-union state? If you live in a non-union state, also referred to as a right-to-work state, then you're not required to join SAG. You can basically work on as many SAG jobs as you want without joining. There are 28 right-to-work states in the US, including all of these. The major film hubs of these states would be Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, and Nevada, as well as lots of activity in the other states. And since these are right-to-work states, there are lots of quality non-union projects. And yes, there are SAG projects in these areas, but you'll be forfeiting your ability to work on the non-union sets if you join SAG. If you live in an area where there's not a lot of SAG projects, you may find it harder to get a job as a SAG actor. So depending on where you live, you may or may not be required to join SAG. This can be a factor when deciding to move to non-union Atlanta, which is a huge film hub, versus moving to LA or New York, which are union states. So doesn't being part of SAG bring more opportunities? Yes, in a nutshell, it does. You can now have access to the largest projects with the biggest budgets and the best actors. In union states like California and New York, producers must hire SAG actors before they consider hiring non-union actors. If they want to hire a non-union actor, they must file a Taft-Hartley report and state why this actor must be hired over a SAG actor. So maybe they need a specific talent who can sing or dance, and they just can't find a SAG actor to fill the role. And if you're non-union and get Taft-Hartley'd, this makes you SAG eligible, and you will be a must-join on your next SAG job. SAG also has many programs to help actors, including the SAG Foundation, which provides training and insights from experienced actors. SAG also provides protections and guidance for actors on set. So yes, it's a big deal to join SAG. It's a commitment to your acting career. I started my career in Texas and worked many of the non-union states on both non-union and union projects. I lived and worked in that market for 8 years, working on many SAG films, TV shows, and commercials. I was SAG eligible to join the union, but I never did while I lived there. There were just so many non-union opportunities in that area. Then I made the move to Los Angeles in 2015. And after booking Grey's Anatomy, which was my third SAG TV show in a few short months, I became a must-join. I couldn't even be fitted for my wardrobe or shoot my scenes until I joined SAG. So time was of the essence. So I jumped in my car, raced over to the LA SAG office, and paid my initiation fee. 8 years of working in Texas on everything, and then within 6 months in LA, I had to join SAG. And it did affect me in good and bad ways. I now had the protection of SAG and all the benefits that come with membership. But one thing that was rocking and rolling for me before I joined was that I was booking non-union commercials left and right. That stopped immediately. Now I can only do SAG commercials. And that's not a bad thing per se, because SAG commercials usually pay much, much, much higher than non-union commercials. But now the competition is fierce for the work. So just understand how it can change your stream of work. So how much does it cost to join SAG? The initiation fee can differ from state to state, but in the end, you'll end up paying the $3,000 initiation fee. And SAG has a payment plan if you need that. Then there's the $214 base dues every year and the $1.575 work dues on your income. So if you're pursuing acting as a career, you'll want to start saving for the day you need to join SAG. because that day will come and it'll be exciting. When you've worked your butt off to book a project and you're a must join, you'll need to be prepared. And you'll need to be able to cover the annual dues to stay in good standing with the union. For more information, you can call SAG and they'll answer all of your questions. Every time I've ever called SAG, they're happy to hear from me and are very, very helpful. So as much as joining SAG might make you feel like you're in the club, make sure it's the right move for your career. Take inventory of where your resume and reels stand right now. If you can use some more ink on your resume or your video clips aren't that impressive, you might want to consider booking a few more non-union jobs and create a polished marketing package. This way, when you submit for your first SAG audition as a SAG member, you'll be able to hold your head up high and compete with all the other professionals auditioning for that one role. Well, that's all I have to say about SAG today. Let me know how you decided to join SAG and how it changed your career. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content on being a working actor in the film and television industry. Have a great day and break a leg.